We are out here in beautiful Cappadocia in Turkey to test out the DJI Avata 2 for beginner FPV drone pilots just like myself who have never flown FPV before. As a beginner FPV pilot, there's a lot of complications in the FPV world, but DJI absolutely fixed every single issue there is. Binding of your goggles, binding of your remote controller, and just the drone flying up and just the fail-safe and everything about the DJI Avata 2 is absolutely amazing and beginner friendly. The build quality on the DJI Avata 2 is amazing. I've crashed the drone twice already, but none of the propellers or the camera or the gimbal or any of the sensors in the bottom have been damaged. And even if they're damaged or broken, or even if I lose my drone, I have the warranty from DJI where I would pay a fraction of the price to get back my Avata 2. So I would highly recommend that as well. The camera on the DJI Avata 2 is a 1/1.3 inch sensor, which is really good in low light condition and also has a very high dynamic range. The DJI Avata 2 also shoots 4K 60 frames per second, 10-bit D-Log, which is amazing for videographers like me who like to be very creative with their colors. And if you know anything about FPV, you know that the battery life on FPV drones are super bad. Some of them only last about 3 to 7 minutes. The DJI Avata 2 lasts about 23 minutes flight time. The DJI Avata 2 has an amazing upgrade, which is the O4 transmission unit, which gives an amazing 13 kilometers video transmission while you're flying your drone. Another big upgrade is the 46 gigabyte internal storage in the Avata 2. So if you forget your memory card at home, there's no worries. You can record up to 46 gigabytes of video onto your DJI Avata 2. And the second thing that comes in with your Fly More combo with the Avata 2 is the Goggles 3. I've never used any of the old goggles, so this was like VR to me. The image quality of these goggles is like you're watching a movie in the theaters. It was so crystal clear and it didn't lose signal even once, and I was about 4 kilometers away with my Avata 2. And these Goggles 3 fit any head sizes. Basically, there's an adjustable strap in the back that you can rotate to make it tighter or looser. The goggles do feel pretty heavy while you hold them in your hand, but as soon as you mount them onto your head, there's a forehead rest pack right here, which makes it so comfortable and lightweight, you don't even feel your head falling forward. Enough of the goggles and the drone. Let's get to the most talked about product in the DJI Avata 2 package, which is the Motion Controller 3. The Motion Controller 3. It's super small, it just fits right in my hand right there, and it's extremely light. Basically, you can fly your drone just by holding the motion controller and rotating your hands to change directions. And one new feature they added onto this Motion Controller 3 and the DJI Avata 2 is the Easy Acro mode. With your old motion controller, you weren't able to do those flips and tricks, but with this motion controller, with a click of one button, you'll be able to do these insane maneuvers that are very hard to learn if you're flying manual mode. So that's the Motion Controller 3, but I went and invested in the FPV Remote Controller 3. So one key advice, before you invest onto this controller, make sure you guys fly on the computer simulator, or else you will crash your Avata within the first 5 seconds. I've learned that the hard way. This FPV Remote Controller 3 is very similar to the old controllers that DJI creates, but the one difference on this is there's no antennas. So when you put this in your backpack, you don't have to worry about it snapping off or anything like that. All the antennas are built into the controller. All right guys, enough talking. Let me show you guys how easy it is for a beginner like me to fly an FPV drone and get those amazing Instagram viral shots that you see everywhere. Let's get it. All right guys, so we're about to launch the drone. Let me show you guys how simple it is. So I have everything out here. First step, you can come close. First step, I'm gonna turn on the drone. There, press and hold, put it down. Then put on my goggles, open the antennas and press and hold, turned on. And final is my controller 3. I'm gonna put in these key sticks quick. Make sure they're nice and tight so they don't fall off. There you go, the controller just connected back. Also, I'm gonna turn on the controller, press and hold. There we go. Everything is controlled, everything is connected and binded already. Let me see how many satellites I have. I have 10 satellites at the moment. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more. Therefore, the home point is gonna be updated. So now, I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna launch this. So step one, I'm gonna put it on normal mode. And all I got to do is bring both the controls down, and you're gonna see the motors have started. And as I bring up the throttle, there you go. The drone is up, guys. Damn, the winds are high. So I'm gonna try. It says high wind velocity, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So I'm going on manual mode. There we go. Whoa. That was an amazing flight, guys. As you guys saw, it was super easy. Even as a beginner FPV drone pilot, I was able to get those cinematic shots and not be scared that I'm gonna crash the drone. And the fly safe options on DJI is absolutely amazing as well. If I lose transmission onto my goggles, the drone is going to return to directly where I took the drone off from. So there's no risk of me losing my drone if I lose transmission. The only time there's some kind of risk is if I crash it, but then again, the fly safe is going to get me the drone back. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If there's any one of you that are thinking about, hey, I want to get into FPV, but the learning curve is super big, trust me, DJI makes it extremely easy. I would highly recommend you guys start with the Motion Controller 3 and then practice on simulator onto your computer first before you go and buy the Controller 3 to fly manual mode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video informational, and give it a thumbs up. That's it.